Okay, to get at the fuel regulator on a 2011 Honda Sonata, you have to take the ring off. I missed all those steps on here, but the pump and the cover are offset. You gotta rotate it. You pull it up out of here. There's two little clips on the back side which release these two pins. You undo this clip here. There's also one inside the tank that also mounts to here. You have to do that with it inside the tank. Then there's three tabs that you got to release on here, and you have to disassemble the pump while it's inside the tank. And you can slowly get this thing out of here. So then this comes out. There's the pump. There is the fuel regulator. To assemble it, you put it back together in reverse order. I'll try to get that on film here. Alright, so once you get the pump out, so this is after it's disassembled and taken out of the tank, this would be your fuel regulator. You undo these little tabs here. Use a little screwdriver to pop off the bottom one. This little piece comes off of here. Slide that out. So there's your old regulator. Make sure to get this old ring out of here. You'll take the new one and just restore it and back in reverse order. All right, there is a right way. It can only go on one way. But if you put it on upside down, it won't go. It won't clip in properly. So it should snap in just like that. Take this, snap that back in. There we go. The new regulator is installed. We'll get ready to go put it back in the car. All right. Now we're gonna attempt to try to get this thing back in here. So here's the new pump. Well, the pump with the regulator back in it. So the tray is still in here, which holds the sending unit or the fuel gauge unit. So then there's this little tab here. There's an O-ring down inside here. If you can see. Back down right in here. This has got to line up with it.
And obviously, once you get the tabs to line up, it should all line up properly together. Make sure everything's still lined up or something like that. Oh, there we go. There it is.
So there's a little guide pin. Let's see here. Right here, this little guide pin slides in that groove right there, and that'll line. Let it focus. That hole up back in there. Sorry about that.
Hoping that was the issue.
There it goes. It's just as hard to get it back together as it is to get the dang thing apart. And then these line up with these tabs in here. You gotta rotate this thing. So next is this little hose right here. It goes back on top of here. This little clip. That goes back on there. That's what holds that on. A little plug in here. These get plugged back in on the bottom of this. This is the top of the cap. And the spring. On this one, there was only one of them on here. It may have came off that way. This slides back down inside of these little slots here. It's offset from the pump. You should hear it clip back in. So to remove it, you have to take a small screwdriver. You reach down in here and you undo this little tab right here and pull it up, and it unsnaps. To remove the inner part, same thing, there's 3 tabs here on each side. And pull this off and the inner unit comes out. So it cannot come out as one, it's stuck in there because of the fuel level gauge is attached to there. This slides back down inside of here. You can see it'll rotate. There is, this is the part that's gonna be hard to show you when I go to do it, but that little hose right there goes back down on there, right there. So you gotta reach in there and undo it. And it has a little clip in there that you would pop off. Pull this tube up. It gets snapped back in like this. And then there's this little clip that goes on there. It's all snapped back in. So there's this little tab right here. Right there. It snaps off there so this whole piece can come off. As you can see, it will not come out of the hole unless you disassemble it inside there.
Hopefully. Back up. There we go. O-ring's still in there. Make sure that's still in good shape. I forgot to check before I slid it back in. But it's in good shape. That. This ring goes back on there. So. Lock the ring back on.
And reassemble all your lines. Like so. And then these will go get plugged back in here. There. I think in total I got about a half an hour into changing this. It's not a long process, it goes pretty quick. Once again, as long as you know where it's at. This cover goes back on. All right, that is it. I laid the plywood down just to make it easier to be laying in here. But you lay the carpet all back down, start up, and clear the code. And anywhere that's any auto parts store will be able to clear the code for you if you need it. All right, thanks for watching.